It is 2 in the morning. Your dog is pressed against your leg. Their breathing is slow. Their weight is warm and real. And for a moment, before the day comes back, before the phone lights up, you feel it. You are not alone. Most people assume that's just what dogs do, that sleeping beside you is habit or warmth-seeking or some leftover pack behavior that doesn't mean much in a heated apartment in the 21st century. They're wrong. What your dog is doing every single night, the position they choose, the place they guard, the way they've quietly restructured their entire biology around your sleep schedule, is one of the most deliberate and devoted things any animal can do for another. And almost no one knows what they're actually watching. By the end of this video, you will. And you will never fall asleep beside your dog the same way again. There is one thing in particular. The moment when a dog who has slept beside you for years suddenly stops. Most owners assume it means nothing. The real reason is something you genuinely need to hear. We'll get there. Stay with me.
Here's the easy explanation. Your dog gets cold. Your bed is warm. Simple. Except dogs are extraordinarily good at finding warmth without you. Afternoon sun on a kitchen floor, the radiator corner, the sofa cushion that holds heat for hours after you've stood up. If warmth was all they were after, they have options. So why do they keep choosing you? Sleep is the most dangerous moment in any animal's life. Every instinct a dog carries, even one born in a house who has never seen a predator, still carries millions of years of wiring that says when you are unconscious, you are vulnerable. And yet your dog walks past every quiet, protected corner of your home and climbs into bed beside a human who is 15 times their size. That is not about temperature. That is a choice. When your dog chooses to sleep beside you, they are making a statement that needs no words. You are the safest thing in my world. Not the safest place. Not the warmest spot. You.
The specific, irreplaceable you. But the choice of who to sleep beside is only the beginning. What happens to both of you, physically, biologically, during those hours together, is something most owners have no idea is occurring. And it has been happening every single night.
Studies measuring stress hormones in dog-owner pairs found that cortisol, the body's primary stress marker, dropped significantly when a bonded dog was in direct contact with their person. That finding is not surprising. What is surprising is the other half of it. The same thing happens to you. Petting and sustained contact with a bonded dog lowers cortisol in humans. Heart rate slows, blood pressure drops, the nervous system quiets. Every night you sleep beside your dog, you are doing something neither of you planned. You are regulating each other. Your breathing slows, theirs follows. Their heart rate steadies, yours drops toward it. Night after night, your bodies learn each other's rhythms at a level that has nothing to do with intention. But there is a consequence of this that most owners have never considered. Because your dog has been building something in those quiet hours beside you. A map. A precise, detailed map of what your baseline feels like. Your resting breath rate. The way your body moves when you are genuinely at peace. The exact rhythm of you when nothing is wrong. So when something shifts, when you are unwell or grieving, or carrying something you haven't said out loud to anyone, your dog knows. Not because they guessed, because you changed. And they have been measuring you every night for years.
Pay attention to where your dog positions themselves when they sleep beside you, because it isn't random. Dogs descend from pack animals. In a pack, sleep was never fully unguarded. Members position themselves around the group, watching entry points, covering angles, staying alert to what moved in the dark. Your dog still carries that wiring, and every night, they use it. On you. A dog sleeping near the door is monitoring the entry point. They took that post without being asked. A dog pressed against your back is covering your blind side. You cannot see what's behind you, so they face it. A dog at your feet has positioned themselves where they can respond fastest. They are ready. Now, here are the positions that tell you something even more personal. When your dog curls tight beside you, nose tucked toward their tail, trust is there, but there is still a thread of guardedness. They are protecting their belly, the most vulnerable part of any animal, even in sleep. They feel safe enough to be near you, they are just not fully open yet. When your dog sprawls, legs out, belly completely exposed, every survival instinct has been switched off. A dog who shows their belly in sleep has decided at the deepest biological level that no threat exists here. That is not just relaxation, that is total emotional safety. And when your dog turns their back to you to sleep, which some owners quietly take as rejection, stop.
In pack behavior, turning your back to someone is one of the highest signals of trust that exists. It means, I do not need to watch you. I know without question you will not harm me. Your dog turning their back to you is a compliment. Most people accidentally take it as an insult.
Dogs are naturally most alert around dawn and dusk. That is when their ancestors hunted. That is what thousands of years of evolution built them for. A dog's biological clock has no business aligning with a human sleep schedule. And yet, if you have lived with your dog long enough, you already know what happens. They sleep when you sleep. They stir when you stir. They know your alarm before it sounds. They know the difference between a Tuesday morning and a Saturday morning. Not because someone told them, but because they have been watching you for months, for years, until your rhythm became theirs. This is not training. This is attention. Sustained, devoted, unbroken attention, until the pattern of your life became the architecture of their days. An internal clock shaped by millions of years of evolution. Quietly, entirely by choice, rewritten around you. Not because they had to, because you were worth it.
Have you ever had a genuinely hard day? Said nothing to anyone? Held it together all the way home? Walked through the door to find your dog already beside you before you've even sat down? That is not your dog being sweet. That is your dog reading signals you did not know you were sending. Research has shown that dogs can detect changes in human cortisol through scent alone. Your body chemistry shifts when you are stressed. Your dog's nose, between 10,000 and 100,000 times more sensitive than yours, picks it up before you've crossed the threshold. Beyond scent, your posture has changed. Your breathing pattern has changed. The micro expressions in your face have changed. Your dog is reading all of it simultaneously. But here is the piece that connects back to every night they've slept beside you. They know what your fine looks like. They built that map in the dark, breath by breath, while you were asleep. So when you walk in carrying something heavy and tell yourself you're holding it together, your dog already has the full report.
And they've already decided what to do about it. Which brings us to the thing I told you to stay for, because there is a moment that every long-term dog owner will face. The night your dog stops sleeping beside you. And if you don't know what it means, if you assume it's nothing, you may miss the most important thing they've ever tried to tell you.
A dog who has slept beside you for months or years
does not stop without a reason. There is always a reason. The first thing to consider is physical health. Dogs in pain withdraw. It is one of the oldest survival instincts that exists. When an animal is hurting, vulnerability becomes dangerous. The wiring says, do not let the weakness show. Find a quiet place. Keep it hidden. A dog who suddenly stops coming to bed, who starts sleeping alone in a corner they never used, may be telling you, in the only language available to them, that something in their body is wrong. This is especially true in older dogs. Changes in sleep location are documented as one of the earliest behavioral indicators of pain or cognitive decline, appearing before any symptom you might catch on your own. If this happens, have the conversation with your vet. Your dog cannot make an appointment. You can. Beyond health, sometimes something changed in the environment. A new person, a new pet, a shift in your schedule that felt small to you and significant to them. And sometimes it is emotional. If something frightened your dog in that space, they may create distance to protect themselves.
In any of these cases, the answer is the same. Pay attention. Your dog chose to sleep beside you because you were the safest thing in their world. Every position they took was a post. Every breath they slowed to match yours was a gift. Every morning they stirred when you stirred was a choice, made again and again for as long as you gave them. If that changes, they are not being distant. They are communicating, and they have never, not once, stopped trying to talk to you. If this changed how you see tonight, subscribe and tell me in the comments, where does your dog sleep? And what do you think they're trying to say?